Ever wonder why your bank account stays looking like a scene from John Wick Chapter 2? Broke, confused, and somehow overdrafted? You work hard, save some, spend less. Still, your wallet taps out by the 20th of the month like it's in a UFC match. Here's the cold-ass truth. It ain't just about how much you make. It's about how you think about money. We've extracted 16 major lessons from Morgan Housel's book, The Psychology of Money, and number 9 is most often overlooked. Man, this book is like a financial slap to the face, with a velvet glove. It doesn't show you how to make money. It shows you why you keep fumbling it. So stay locked in, buddy, because this ain't another Budgeting 101 video. Housel's whole message is simple but dangerous. Money isn't just math. It's emotion. It's behavior. It's habits. It's fear, ego, greed, and flexing for people who don't even like you. It's about why you do what you do with money. It explains how smart people go broke, and how broke-looking people get rich quietly while you're out here chasing clout. So, if you've ever made a money move based on vibes, impulse, or envy, this book was written for you. The Psychology of Money is about rewiring your relationship with money so you don't keep self-sabotaging every damn month. Major lesson number 1. Money is more behavior than intelligence. Picture this. Guy A has a PhD in finance, but he drops $100K on a Benz just to flex for LinkedIn. Guy B is a janitor. Lives simple. Invests 10% of every paycheck. Doesn't say much. Guess who retires rich? You guessed wrong if you think it's not the dude trying to turn parking lots into runways. Because wealth isn't about IQ, it's about EQ. It's not how smart you are, it's how disciplined you are. You don't need a CFA, you need self-control. That's why a broke mindset in a high-income body is still broke. Major lesson number 2. We all think we're normal. We're not. Everybody thinks they're financially rational, until they take out a payday loan to buy Beyonce tickets. Here's the thing. Your money beliefs are shaped by your story. If you grew up broke, you might hoard cash like Scrat from Ice Age. If you grew up in abundance, you might think a $3K weekend in Miami is just self-care. We roast people for dumb money moves while making equally dumb ones based on our own trauma. So instead of judging, realize this. Your financial mindset was built in your past. And if you don't question it, it'll run your future. Major lesson number 3. Luck and risk are twin brothers. We love to hype success like it's just hustle. Just grind, bro. Wake up at 5 a.m., hit the gym, start that LLC. Blah, blah, blah. But the Psychology of Money slaps you with the reminder that luck is real. So is risk. Bill Gates went to one of the only high schools in the country with a computer. That's not hustle. That's jackpot-level luck. On the flip side, some people do everything right and still get wrecked by one bad bounce. The takeaway? Don't worship success. Don't laugh at failure. Everyone's playing a different hand. So move with humility and stop copying people whose dice rolls you didn't see. Major lesson number 4. Greed will wreck your life. You made it. You're pulling 6 figures. You got the upgraded iPhone and you're flying first class now. But now you want what the 1% has. Then you want what the 0.1% has. Then the private jet crown. This, my friend, is the never enough syndrome, and it's undefeated. Housel says the hardest financial skill is getting the goalposts to stop moving. Because if you raise your lifestyle every time your income goes up, guess what? You never actually feel rich. You're just wearing your anxiety and designer. Major lesson number 5. Save money, even if you don't know why yet. Let's get this straight. You don't need a reason to save. You don't need to be planning for a house or retirement or a wedding with a girl you haven't met yet. Save because life throws curveballs. Saving equals independence, and independence equals power. It's the power to walk away from a toxic job, a trash landlord, or a messy relationship. That's freedom money, and freedom way better than flexing. Major lesson number 6. Wealth is what you don't see. You see that guy in the rolls? You think he's rich? Nah, he's just loud. Real wealth is quiet. It's the money you didn't spend. It's the 100K sitting in a boring index fund. It's the options you don't brag about. Spending money to show people how much money you have is the fastest way to have less money. Put that on a t-shirt and send it to every fake crypto bro on Instagram. Major lesson number 7. Reasonable beats rational. People love to act like they're spreadsheet warriors. I'm not selling that stock, it's down 80%, but the fundamentals are solid. Bro, it's been bleeding since the Obama era. Housel says, you don't need to be perfectly rational. Just be reasonable. If paying off your car loan early helps you sleep at night, do it, even if the math says invest that money. Peace of mind is part of wealth. And the sleep you get with no debt? Priceless. Major lesson number 8. Compound interest is a freaking superpower. Want to know Warren Buffett's real secret? It ain't just strategy. It's time. The man started investing at 10, and most of his wealth came after 60. That's the power of compounding, aka the snowball effect of staying consistent. You can't microwave wealth. You gotta slow cook it. So stop trying to flip everything overnight and start thinking in decades. Major lesson number 9. Getting rich is one skill, staying rich is another. You can get lucky once. A viral product, a crypto run, one smart stock move. But staying rich? That's a whole different flex. That takes humility, paranoia, and self-restraint. It's knowing when to go on offense and when to play defense. It's understanding that protecting your money matters just as much as growing it. Ask former NBA player Delonte West, who blew through $24 million and is now homeless. Staying rich is the real skill. Major lesson number 10. A few big moments will define everything. You don't need 1,000 perfect money moves. You need a few great ones. One investment that 10x's. One habit that saves you 6 figures. One emergency fund that saves you from a disaster. Most people miss the wealth train because they're trying to time the market like they're stock-picking gods, instead of doing the boring shit consistently. Avoiding mistakes is easier than trying to be consistently brilliant. Let that sink in. Major lesson number 11. Freedom is the ultimate flex. Why do you even want money? Not just for the cars, the trips, or the crib with the walk-in closet. You want freedom. Freedom to say no. Freedom to walk away. Freedom to work on your terms, not theirs. Money buys time. Time buys control. Control equals peace. That's the goal. Major lesson number 12. Your plan should be built for change. You ever look back at something you had to have and now it's collecting dust? Yeah, that's growth. The S-Class you swore would change your life in 2017 is now a liability in 2025. Life changes. You change. So don't lock yourself into a rigid financial blueprint. Build in room to pivot, evolve, and want different things. Flexibility, way better than perfection. Major lesson number 13. You need a margin of safety. Bridges are built to handle more weight than expected. Your finances should too. That's why we build in emergency funds, low debt, room in the budget. Because life doesn't ask for permission before hitting you with a layoff or a medical bill. If you're living at the edge, it only takes one gust of wind to knock you off. Major lesson number 14. Don't copy people who aren't playing your game. You're buying a stock to hold for 10 years. Meanwhile, some hedge fund manager is buying that same stock to flip it by lunch. Y'all ain't even in the same sport, bro. Beware taking financial cues from people playing a different game. Just because it worked for them doesn't mean it works for you. Know your goals, stick to your lane, respect your timeline. Major lesson number 15. The rich stay rich by being boring. You think wealth is all yachts and Versace robes? Nope. Real rich people drive the same car for 10 years. Avoid flashy purchases. Stay paranoid about losing it all. They're focused on generational wealth. Meanwhile, broke people spend $900 on Balenciaga hoodies and wonder why rent's late. Major lesson number 16. Money buys freedom, not fulfillment. Money buys options, but it doesn't buy meaning. Once you cover your needs, money's job is to give you the freedom to do what matters. Morgan Housel said it best. Doing what you love, when you want, with the people you care about, is the highest dividend money pays. So don't chase money. Chase what money unlocks. Final words. Don't just learn it, live it. You can rewatch this, bookmark it, quote it on your IG story. Cool, but none of it matters unless you act. So ask yourself, are you managing your money or is it managing you? Are you building wealth or chasing status? Are you thinking long term or just trying to survive until Friday? Because the psychology of money isn't about numbers, it's about decisions. And every dollar decision you make is either a brick or a bomb. So start building. If this hits you different, do the grown man move. Like, subscribe, and pass this on to someone who's one impulse buy away from being broke.